In today's gaming news, Witcher 3 dev promises to not have platform exclusives, both Transistor and Wolfenstein launch with much praise, and Blizzard provides primer videos for level 90 noobs. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. My name is Force, here with your day's gaming news. First up today, The Witcher 3 is probably one of the most anticipated RPGs coming out next year, although there has been some concern raised about whether or not there would be any platform exclusives. This concern primarily came from the fact that The Witcher 3 was featured on Microsoft's stage during last year's E3. Well, with E3 2014 coming up just around the corner, it looks like the developer has addressed those concerns, coming out and saying will not deliver exclusive content to any of the platforms, nor will we artificially delay release of the game on any of the platforms because somebody's paying us money for that. It's definitely against our values. We are not doing that. And as stated right here in the quote, it is against their values. CD Projekt Red is very well known for being anti-DRM, for being against charging for post-launch content for games, not only on their own titles, but they've spoken out against just the prevailing occurrence of this within the industry. And again, it's very good to see CD Projekt Red sort of sticking to their roots and saying, no, we will not do anything that is anti the gamer, that goes against any part of our fan base. You know, no matter what console that you play on, or if you play on a PC, it shouldn't make a difference. You should get the content that everyone else is getting at the same time. I agree with that, and obviously they agree with it, and it looks like they are sticking to their guns. Next up in news, we saw the release today of two titles that I was looking forward to. That is Transistor and Wolfenstein, and it looks like both of them appear to be doing very well. Just taking a quick glance at some of the scores and reviews that are coming up across the board, it looks like both games are getting between somewhere in the vicinity of 7, 8, or 9 out of 10 from most outlets and review personalities and people. This makes me very happy. Specifically, Transistor is really what I'm most interested in. Wolfenstein, I've always have a little bit of an interest in first-person shooter games, and you know, having played the older Wolfensteins way back when I was a youngin', I definitely would like to give this a look, but I am most intrigued by Transistor. I can't wait to give that a look. Unfortunately, I'm going to be going away for a few days, and I won't have the opportunity to sit down with the game until later this week, but it makes me happy to hear that whether or not you're looking forward to playing Transistor or Wolfenstein, both games appear to be fairly well reviewed so far, so it seems like it's a fairly safe bet as to whether or not you should pick it up. And last up in news today, Blizzard is going to be allowing you to purchase level 90 characters. We've known that for some time, that with the Warlords of Draenor, if you pre-order the game, you can get a boosted level 90 character. Now the problem and a big concern amongst the population of players for that game was that we're going to have a bunch of high-level characters who are complete noobs because they don't know how to play a character that was boosted to 90 for them. Well, Blizzard is attempting to address that concern by providing you with primer videos. They've released a series of videos for all of the classes, giving a 2 to 3 minute introduction to the class, as well as showcasing some of the various DPS builds that will help you with leveling the character. And of course, that will solve all of our problems, and all anyone needs to do is watch one of these videos, and they will instantly know exactly how to play their class in every situation. No, of course not. That's not what's going to happen. We're still going to have a bunch of noobs, but it's good to see that they're at least addressing the concern. This really isn't going to help anybody, and watching a 2 to 3 minute video is not going to tell you how to play your class. A part of the video suggests go through your spell book and learn your spells, like a obviously, I don't know, it's fine, whatever. Honestly, I'm assuming that most people who will be doing this are probably fairly familiar with WoW. Maybe they've had characters in the past and they just, you know, want to level up a new level 90. We're probably still gonna have to deal with some higher level people who don't really know how to play their class. But again, hey, at least they're addressing the issue. This doesn't solve all of the problems, but they're trying. Warlords of Draenor. It's coming up, you know. I'm sure the beta will be starting, or the alpha, whatever one they're gonna put out publicly first. It'll be starting sometime very soon, probably somewhere around the launch of WildStar. I do plan to give it a look. I've spent so much time with WoW in the past. It's really, I couldn't not at least check out the expansion. So we're gonna get some new things, gonna get some new level 90 characters who don't know how to play, gonna get some cosmetic accessories. I guess that all sounds great. Two more things before we wrap up today, some extra extra bit of news, I want to let you know that the international prize pool has now breached the $6 million mark. That's like $1 million more in less than a week. What the hell? And on top of that, there's going to be the ability to play WildStar between now and launch. Now, nothing is set in stone, but essentially what they've said is they will be periodically bringing up the servers to test some of the things they need to get ready for the launch of the game. And if you happen to catch those brief periods of time in which the servers are up, you'll get to play the game a little bit more. I myself will frantically be spamming F5 on the WildStar subreddit so that I know when this happens and I can get my fix in and play a little more WildStar before launch. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the show. Please let me know what you think about any of the topics discussed here today in the comment section below. Are you happy? I'm assuming you are, that Witcher 3 will not have any platform exclusive content. Have you checked out, and what do you think about Transistor and or Wolfenstein and those primer videos for World of Warcraft brand new level 90s? Do you think they will help? No, of course not. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Once again, this has been Force, and you have been force-fed. That was the most botched outro ever. Now, with this level 90 boosting business, I just want everyone to be prepared. If you ever screw up again in the World of Warcraft, everyone in your group will assume that you boosted your character to 90 and you have no idea what you're doing. So just be prepared for that hurling of insults. It's going to happen.